All right. Shoot. We're into the second week of November. November 11th, 2025, Dudes Like Us podcast. Chuck is at the helm with our Mr. Producer. We have a special guest today.
Another dude like us.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll get into that in just a second. We've got a full, jam-packed, incredible show today. Lots of entertainment. For those first-time listeners out there, welcome. Thank you for checking us out. Check us out on Dudes Like Us podcast on both Instagram and Facebook. And we also have some swag on Dudes Like Us Woodcraft if you're into that kind of stuff. And we'll mail you a keychain. We'll see what happens.
There you go.
Right,
Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.
Absolutely.
For some reason, I'm thinking like Marilyn Monroe should be saying that. You know, like happy
That was happy birthday.
Yeah, whatever. Dudes Like Us, I'm Sean.
I'm Paul.
I'm Jeff.
Hey, I'm Jordan.
Well, welcome to the show, sir.
Yeah, we got a lot going on. So Jordan, Chuck turned us on to Jordan. Showed us some pictures, and we're like, "Oh, he's kind of nice."
Turned you on.
Dude, 100%. I was like, "Well, let's get this guy on the schedule." And so, how long ago was that? Freaking Halloween last year, perhaps? I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds about right. Yeah.
He came over for karaoke.
Yeah.
Yes.
And one of our ventures over at the house. But, you know, we put him on this Dudes Like Us podcast schedule, and we got this thing set up, and it just kind of came up all of a sudden, you know? Yeah, which is kind of cool. And this is the first time we've actually have done this. We've had guests before, but we've never had entertainers, you know? No, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're used to listening to Paul, but he's not a stripper. All right.
I gave that up a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, now that
happen.
you got knee surgery coming up on
Yeah,
Friday.
it's really hard on the body. Stripping is hard. It's a lot harder than you guys think.
That pole work.
The pole work for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure. Couple concussions too. So
Okay. Yeah.
Well, you
can
gotta
take
hang
like-
out of that pole.
You can take pole lessons too and learn how to dance on a pole if you want.
that's true. That's true.
It's very true.
So yeah, share your experience, Jordan.
I personally won't get into all that, but I know that there's some classes you can get really good at it. So
I'll say
yeah.
Kim took it.
For real?
Yeah, in Las
There you go.
Vegas. At
Wow.
The, at the Planet Hollywood Mall.
Did you mount one in your house?
Not yet.
Ooh.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
just a qualifier.
You're ever hopeful, huh?
There's still hope.
You're
Ever
saying there's a
hopeful.
chance.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So you're not a pole dancer, but what is your trade, Jordan?
Well, so I mean, obviously the guitar singing part is a big part of it, but I have to make like a living too. So I'm a telecommunications guy. So when your cell phone doesn't work somewhere, they call me to make it work, basically.
Okay.
So that's Cowboy Stadium. That's, you know, skyscrapers. That's underground stuff. It's kind of fun. I get to see all sorts of interesting things and go to a lot of places a lot of people may not see, but it's also telecommunications, so there's a lot of red tape, you know. And I do a lot of like police and fire radios, but I also do like commercial, like your AT&Ts and T-Mobile too. So
Okay.
Interesting. So you're dealing with a lot of different frequencies.
tons of different frequencies.
Kenneth.
What's a frequency, Kenneth? The show.
A million different personalities.
What's the frequency, Kenneth?
Yeah, I mean, you
Is that
can
REM?
go.
Oh my God.
It definitely keeps you going, and I feel like I'm more like sometimes a counselor. So I have customers that get mad their phones don't work, so I have to tell them everything's going to be okay,
Right.
and we usually able to do that. But it's you got to be a good listener in this business for sure. So.
You give a lot of hugs. A
No,
lot of
but
shoulders to cry on.
I'll jam some tunes for if I get to know the customers well enough. They'll let me come in and jam out for them or whatever I'm done. So that's what I, you know.
But
And
what's
that,
the-
so anyway,
What's like what are the number one things that you when you roll up on a job and there's some issues with the reception? What is the number one thing that you can fix it or that you notice that's the problem?
well, so usually what it ends up being is that people don't realize that being higher up in a building is actually worse. Like the way that it used to be, you'd think cell phones, let me get up on a mountain and then my phone will work. And back at a certain time, that was the truth. But now because so many people are using phones, it doesn't work that well. So you can have really strong signal, but it actually doesn't work because you're up too high, seeing too many signals. So that's the number one thing I usually see.
Oh, I see. You're competing with everybody
Yes,
else's.
absolutely.
So the signal isn't
Yeah.
like a sphere; it's more of like a donut that goes out.
I would say yes, exactly.
A
And
lateral, like
only-
a lateral donut.
and so many people can only use it at so many times. So when you get higher up, your phone doesn't it tries to understand, but it still can't. There's just so much it's seeing. So people end up calling us to come in. We try to make a dominant signal in their building, so they're not seeing so many signals. We make it strong enough to where they only see the one signal we want them to see.
Fascinating.
Interesting.
If it makes sense. Yeah. So, and that's for commercial cellular stuff. And then public safety, like police and fire radios, we do like the Walkie Talkies and everything that kind of
It's
happened
funny you
with
mentioned that.
9/11 after then all that stuff happened with the firefighters and police, 9/11. And so there was a big initiative to get buildings covered for police and fire radios because a lot of those guys, ladies, they died that day because they couldn't communicate.
Right.
So that frequency is what, the 310 channel around that area, 310 hertz?
It's usually, it's 450 megahertz up to like 3 gig. So it's a pretty wide spectrum that you can get
So
into.
I recently, like when I say recent, like last week, I purchased these Walkie Talkies, coincidentally.
Sean's a
And
prepper.
well,
Yeah.
kind of. So I got them specifically because they were referred to as watching one a podcast, and they were like, "Well, these things are 10 watts." And he says, this guy was like, I own $500, $1,000, $3,000 Walkie Talkies, and it's like I cannot believe they're selling these on the internet for like $25 each. And it's not like he's making any money off of it. He was referring it because it's a good deal. So I ordered 2 and turned around, and then I ordered the upgraded one. So, because I ordered 2 for like $55, I guess, after it got
Nice.
delivered. But then I got the upgraded one, which is a little over $100, and it just offers a little bit more GPS. But the one thing that they did block out is specific frequencies, which are those emergency police channels. So the question I pose on you: are these things jailbreakable?
I don't think so. I think in a
Do you want
certain
the police frequency?
He wants to listen to it.
I want access to it. I paid
there's,
for.
there's apps
I
on your phone.
think
that you can
there's-
listen to it.
always a way to probably do that if you really wanted to get into that, but that usually will end up opening up a whole other can of worms where you get the FCC really upset with you. Not only police and fire people, but you get the FCC, which is the Federal Communications Commission, which you guys know who that is. I'm
What
sure.
about like the ham radio?
Well, ham.
operators?
So I'm a ham radio guy too. So I have an FCC license. I'm a big I have old radio stuff, new radio stuff. I'm just a big RF kind of geek, really. So the cellular world for me is just kind of fun, but I have, Pacific licenses for ham radio, and yeah, you don't like when you have, because I know the radios you have, it's an unlicensed spectrum that anybody can use, and it's fun, and it works, and it's great, but if you start getting into some other bands, you get some pretty bitchy people, and they'll start getting mad at you, so.
I'm interested more in just kind of voyeurism than participating in any conversation.
CB radio, that's still for real. So you guys remember CB radio?
yeah. Tracker 19, Tracker 19.
It's still going, and it's even more dedicated now because so many people have cell phones. So you get the CB radio guys are the really diehards, and there's like it's a whole thing.
And what's the range? What's the range on that? Because we got into a debate on how far your walkie-talkies that you just bought can actually can reach, and they were talking about CB radios can reach like 90 miles or something crazy.
Yeah.
What?
You can go really long. So. Kind of just what the opposite is saying. So with cell phones, getting really high up in a building is actually bad. But like for CB radios and point-to-point radios, like what you're talking about, getting high up is actually good.
Better.
So higher the better. So you can get like a radio that's 4 or 5 watts, can talk 40, 50 miles. If you say you're on a rooftop, like a rooftop here, and you're talking to another guy on a rooftop and it's unobstructed, so there's nothing in the way, you'd be amazed. But what happens is it's trees, it's other buildings.
Yeah.
It's billboard signs. It's all sorts of things that kind of limit that. So generally, your radios would probably go a couple miles, before they start having problems. Just especially in a neighborhood like this, just because there's so much clutter around.
Well, I had when I first got them out of the box, I was just fagging out, man. I just took them out. I had to
they're
turn every
fun.
knob and learn it.
Oh, yeah.
I had left one in my daughter's room, and then I went to Kohl's. And the whole time I'm like. Heading south on Hillcrest, heading west on Rollator. She's like, copy that, and just
Absolutely.
dorking it out. But I got all the way down to the Kohl's parking lot, and we still had continuity. It started to get really fuzzy once I turned that
but it
corner.
still worked. Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
And that's like what? That's like what, 2-3 miles from here?
It's
Maybe?
a mile and a half,
Mile and
2
a half.
miles.
Okay. Yeah, you're just right. Yeah, right on the corner. I know.
But
what
there's
you're
a
talking
lot of
about.
houses and trees.
But if you got on the
in between.
rooftop of Kohl's, you'd be ripping
Oh,
it. See,
okay.
that's the key.
So I think I was at
over.
I think I was at 156 hertz ish, 154, 156.
Oh, so VHF. Yeah, I know exactly where you're at. A lot of them are 450 megahertz. They're a little higher, but yeah, the VHF ones, those are cool. Yeah. But I could see how you could get into some weird. There's a lot of licenses down there too. Like if you you drift into them sometimes. Sometimes your radio will sort of.
That's what, I was trying to find out. Then they don't have a whole lot of information out there. Maybe maybe that's by design, but I kind of want to know what those are. Not that I'm going to hit them, but what exactly are they?
I will give you exactly where to go. So if you can remember this, radioreference.com. So type in radioreference.com. It'll tell you every single frequency that you're going to have to create a login, but it's like a Wikipedia for radio frequencies. It's pretty cool.
It covers everything you'd ever want to know about radio.
It's as good as what people input, kind of like Wikipedia.
Right.
So, but you could usually tell you, what frequencies does Frisco Police use.
Radiofrequency.com.
Yeah. Radio Reference. Radioreference.com.
Yep, we've got it up on the screen right there.
Yeah, so, you're going to have to go do a little, but this will tell you, if you want to know what frequencies, the Frisco School District's using, you can pull it and you can actually find it. You got to search around a little bit, but there's a whole bunch of topics there, things you can learn about
it's just fun. It's really, ultimately I think I will use them if we ever go camping, use it for something like that. Or
well, can't we be third grade imbeciles and all have one at our houses and all talk to each other at night? Hey,
that's what it's about.
Big Jeff, come in. Big Jeff, over.
Well, it'll work.
Why can't we all talk to each other?
It'll work. It'll work from my house to Jeff's. It'll work from my house to Chuck's.
Just do a conference call on the phone.
Because this is more fun.
Yeah.
And you're pushing and holding and making the noise.
Oh, yeah. And think these...
Over.
Right.
These things only work cell phones as long as you have, the technologies there and the cellular networks there. Those point-to-point radios generally always work. As long as you got battery power, you can talk, because that's as soon as you lose GPS signal, all your cell phones aren't going to work anymore. Everything will be done. So those radios that you're talking about, that could be back, that's going to be what it is back again. So
it also kind of it amazes me is all the frequencies that are around us all the time.
Just
always
all over us. Yeah.
Just
it can't be good. It can't be good for our bodies. It really can't.
There's something to be said about living in a Faraday box, so to speak, where you protect yourself like that. That's cancerous stuff. I don't know. That probably taking a leap over there.
Tinfoil hat.
Whatever. I don't know.
Tinfoil suit.
But just the chronic exposure, and I don't know what's bad, but when does it become bad?
Anybody watch Better Call Saul?
Yes.
Where the brother lives in the Faraday house.
Oh, yeah. He's a freak about it.
That's right.
Don't bring your keys in. Don't bring your phone in.
Put your phone in the mailbox.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
there are people like that. I think Sean might be one of them sooner or later.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I enjoy it, though.
He's going to start with a little cap.
All right, so we were talking about the frequencies and how I'm tripping out on my new purchase, and it just so happens, what a coincidence that's what you do. Thank you for that reference, that the radioreference.com.
You'll
hit that up.
So let me ask a question. So you said you're a ham operator. So you live in, you were saying Little Elm. You live in Little Elm. So do you have one of those, not gigantic tower, but you've got to have a 15-foot.
I've got some stuff. Yeah. And I deal with HOAs too that don't like it.
That's why I wanted to bring that up, because when I was on the board or whatever, the HOA board, and there was a ham operator guy that wanted to put up a tower, and we were like, dude, I'm sorry, you can't do that. It's in the bylaws. He was like, I provide a great service, and I can provide,
Are you able to hide it? Put it on a tree? No, put it on a tree.
Sometimes a little bit, but it's the same idea. You want to be at that you want to be high up in the air, unobstructed. So you want a big antenna on the roof, and then everybody sees it.
I felt so bad for him because he was such a passionate, and I think it's so cool, right? And I think it is a good service.
How tall are they? Do they need to be?
Well, it depends on the frequency that you're actually trying to use. So the idea is lower the frequency, bigger the antenna. So for we'll say CB radios, 27 megahertz. To get an antenna that actually will transmit that signal completely optimally is 36 feet.
Oh, good Lord.
But they do things they add a coil and stuff in them. They wrap you see on a car, they'll have a bunch of those little coils and stuff.
It's the TV station trucks.
Yeah, they'll have things, and so they're kind of cheating, trying to get
as much as they can.
Yeah, but the idea is really 36 feet. It can be So 800 megahertz. I think the antenna needs to be 12 inches. So it's totally gets different. Then higher frequencies gigahertz stuff, you start talking antennas that are 4 to 6 inches, and then even smaller than that.
Now, what if you just protrude it out of your rooftop? You make You just
a 36-foot antenna on the
No.
I mean, you have. Let's say you start from the first floor, and you just kind of. Maybe start outside on the exterior and you mount it to the side of the building, and then
it could be that stripper pole type thing.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, my point is you may not go 36, but what if you went to the height of the house and maybe 5 foot over?
Yeah, and you can still do that. And then they have things they call it like quarter wave, half wave, 3/4 wave. So they're not fully 36 feet, but they still transmit part the frequency not as optimally. But then you have things like you can add power to transmit more watts to kind of make up for the smaller antenna. So
and then you're just throwing.
I like more power.
You're throwing
more power,
expensive equipment at it.
Oh,
is what you're having to do.
Yeah.
So
I mean, CB stands for constantly buying.
Right. There
so
you go.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah. So
what's the process getting a ham radio operating license?
So it's all done basically volunteer. So ham radio has like clubs in certain cities, like you could go to I think Denton, and that covers like a lot of Denton County guys, and they meet a couple times a month and they distribute these tests that are monitored by the FCC. So you take a test, it asks you several questions about electronics, antennas, really more rules so you don't get into trouble.
And so why all the testing, and why does the FCC care?
They care because they don't want you. There's certain power restrictions that you can easily exceed if you want to, and I will not confirm or deny that I have done that to get more power so more people can hear you. There's big fines against that, and if you become an FCC, I have an FCC license, a ham radio operator, they expect you to respect that, and it's also they have specific bands that only ham operators are supposed to be in, like what you're talking about, where you can't drift into certain bands, like they're licensed, so they do it to regulate. They just want to try to regulate so you don't get somebody coming in and
is it to
starting
make money? Is it to make money?
I think it is in the end to some. Yes. I mean, to buy more stuff.
They're charging for licenses. You're saying
they don't charge. I think with the FCC, I think if I remember my ham radio license for 10 years costs like $100 or something.
So it's not for money.
I don't think.
So what's the regulations for? What are they trying to prevent?
Prevent people like starting stuff like a radio station and just transmitting on like any frequency they want. There's people that want to make sure that there's a certain way you're supposed to talk on the radio. Some of it's kind of old school stuff. Like there's a certain there's 10-4, 10-7, 10-8, these 10 codes that you're supposed to follow. So it's, there's Morse code that people still like to follow. So it's more like, it's kind of preserving an old school tradition, I think, is probably what you're getting to. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But now, I know ham operators can talk to each other all over the world.
Yeah, so...
How does that work? How can you talk to a guy in Australia?
So it's all depends on conditions in our atmosphere. It's really interesting. So if you have a certain day that, and I think it's the stratosphere and ionosphere, I think it's between both of them, your signal can actually bounce off the top of that and then go somewhere else in the world. They call that skip. So skip talking is a thing like where I could talk to Australia. Oh, maybe...
And what wattage would require that?
Well, it really not many watts at all. I mean, you can actually do it probably under 10 watts if you don't have anybody else trying to do it over the top of you. So that's where you start getting into buying more bigger radios so you can they'll hear you more and hear somebody else. But you can, I can talk to Australia on a day like this, almost like we're talking as clear we are right now. And then within 10 minutes, they're gone. I never hear them again. I mean, it's a condition. It's just the way that
it's fascinating.
It totally is. And then it's just about the moon. It's about the.
Do you ever listen to aliens?
I try to, but that goes back to that microdosing conversation.
Yeah,
so we'll have to talk about
mushrooms are involved.
Yes, you notice. Yeah, people that see UFOs usually there's other things involved, in my opinion. But
but there's just the phantom broadcasting that you can hear out there that there's no explanation for, and you find it on some, I don't want to say creepy or nefarious, but just some awkward or uncharted frequency. You kind of like they break those frequencies down, like to the 10,000th to the 100,000th place digit, right?
Absolutely, they do.
And then you're saying like you hear a transmission from 1945.
Yeah, and it's a repeat, kind of like the movie Contact with.
Absolutely,
that movie was fantastic. Jodie Foster.
I love that. I love that movie.
I bought it. Well, I mean,
For
now I bought it.
Yes, you
You
bought the
I
license
have to watch what I say. When Jeff's gonna be like, "No, you didn't."
well.
It's not me. It's Amazon and the courts.
Yeah. Did they get fired or they change it?
I don't know. I don't know what the outcome.
Well, right
of that
now
is.
I've got it. So I watch it like once a year at least. It's one of my favorite ones.
I've watched it
a good
once,
one.
like 20 years ago.
I think I've seen it twice, but an awesome movie.
Like,
Yeah,
come over to my
that's
house.
good.
We'll watch it.
That's
Yeah.
good.
All right, so one more question about the
yes.
ham operator thing. So,
Yeah.
so are you saying it's like on a Saturday morning? That's what guys do. They see if it's a lucky day where they pick up somebody from like super far away. That's like a thing.
Yep, and what's made it kind of fun now is because of social media and things like that. The people will talk on a skip day, they call it, where people are talking shit, but they'll actually live cast it to Facebook or whatever, so that you're actually on Facebook watching the guys you're talking to, but you're talking to them on the radio at the same time.
Right,
so,
because you're giving each other your information and you can FaceTime them.
Yeah, it's just pretty cool. It's
That is super cool.
It's just a thing. I mean, either you're into it or you're not. I've always loved doing it. It's been a passion for me. So to me, to get into telecommunications, dealing with cellular and police fire radios, I mean, it's all second nature to me. I mean, I'm just having fun.
And what an advantage you got over the guys doing this 30 years ago, because FaceTime didn't exist.
Exactly. Yeah.
All you heard was this ghost voice from who knows where.
And now it's been so refined, and you have things like this. I mean, I know they can't, but you look at that and you keep going.
He's pointing at the TV screen where we get the sites and frequencies.
Yeah, you can kind of definitely see what's going on there. So
super cool.
So radioreference.com has a list of all those different frequencies, which is kind of cool. Is this specific to Frisco?
Yes. That is because you're in Collin County, but you can search anywhere in Texas and find stuff there.
And by the nature of the walkie-talkies that I have, I shouldn't have access to that stuff, correct?
You should not.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless you figure out how to break it.
Do they have the school district down there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I saw it. Yeah, the schools would be there.
No way.
You'll see them. I mean, they may be warm, but I think they're there.
That's fascinating. Of course, we're not allowed to go into any of those bands.
Well, it doesn't have the frequencies specifically listed, though, does it?
Right.
I'm gonna have to log in.
Well, right there. See that? Those are the frequencies they use there, and
What's
then
the range?
and then those are actually that's the frequency,
okay.
and then these are actually channels that they're using the frequency. But yeah, that's all the channels they use.
But you can't.
Interesting.
You can't go to any of these, right? Like anything
no,
you buy
can listen,
is locked out.
but you
from
can
that?
listen to these though.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I actually have a couple scanners that can scan all these,
so
and
it's
so
a
I can
different
listen,
animal.
but I can't transmit to
Yeah.
it. But I can listen, so I can hear, police fire radio. I can hear things are going on with police. I mean, I'm usually I know very quickly, and a lot of times there's things that go on with things it never makes the news, but I hear about it, so it's kind of fun. Like I'll hear stuff, like I can hear things, said police fire, but you can even like airport, like airplanes, they all transmit, and they're on that 135 VHF band where those radios you had are, and you can hear them come over the top, come at 65,000, and I'll look and there'll be like a jet flying right over the house. It's kind of fun. It's just kind of a fun little thing to do.
So my wife's a teacher, and they talk on the walkie-talkies, right?
Yeah.
So you're saying that I could tune
You could
into
absolutely
my
you could.
wife's school
Yes.
and listen to them talking on the walkie-talkie.
Yes.
That's very interesting.
Yes.
That's
yeah.
why
Crazy.
That's why I was interested, because
Yep.
I'm
in.
a school bus
Right?
driver, and we use radios, and I was wondering if they had
Yes.
the frequencies on there.
You definitely.
You could listen to us all day.
Yeah, it would be on there. The
What's
thing.
your call sign on your bus?
Well,
Big
yeah.
dog.
Big dog.
Big dog. Oh, I like it. So we're gonna tune into your bus every day, Jeff, and just kind of
There you go.
listen to you.
Are you doing Frisco routes? Or you work with
Frisco,
Frisco,
yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So okay, well here's the thing. So you brought your ham radio and your setup over here, and you're gonna talk into the ham radio for us.
I can do that too.
That's what you're doing today, right?
We're going to mount the antenna on the roof.
Transmit right
Isn't
there
isn't
and
that what
go.
this whole setup is over here.
37-footer.
We
All
can.
right, so let's talk about why you're really here. All right, so the real reason you're here because you are
Not the real reason. Just hang out with us is the real thing.
Of course, because he's
The
a
hell's
dude
wrong
like
with
us.
you?
He's a dude like us. I get it.
Yeah.
But what we're interested in, I should say, is that you are an accomplished guitar player
yeah.
And singer.
and singer.
Guitar. Yeah. So
And break dancer.
and pole dancer.
Oh,
If- I can do
okay.
that too.
Well,
yeah.
and Jeff has a pole.
Breaking
We
news.
can. All right.
there you go. So
Yeah. So what's your background there?
So I've been playing guitar for probably about 35, 40 years. Long
wow.
time. I've been playing out gigs professionally since, probably mid 90s, something like that.
Okay.
So I've always sort of been on the, I grew up kind of being a metalhead. So I was like super Slayer and death metal and all that. And then I started mellowing out a little bit, as most people do. So
sure.
Now you're into Barry Gibb.
Yeah,
Barry Manilow.
Maybe
all the
maybe a
Barrys.
little bit.
Barry White,
like Neil Young, maybe things like that. Creedence Clearwater, things like So, but I've never really been a country guy. So I struggle at times here because I don't play traditional country. I'm more of like a classic rock guy. So,
and they request country a lot.
Oh yes, they do.
What do they call that? Grassroots kind of music. What do they call that? Salt.
Red dirt. Yeah, that's a big thing here, like Texas country, outlaw country, outlaw country thing.
I got you. Yeah.
So I'm more of it. I do a lot of my own songs, and I do, as I said, I kind of tier on the classic rock side. So I've been doing it a long time. I mean, that's sort of like my thing. It gives me when my day job, which I was saying, telecommunications drives me completely insane, which it does most of the time. I go play gigs, go do private events, regular bar and grills, and it just settles me down. That rounds me around.
So it's totally a hobby.
Yeah, I don't know. I get paid. I get 1099. I got to do taxes and all that. I get paid. I mean, the venues love to 1099 me. So
but are you trying to grow it as a business to where sometime you can quit your other job? Or?
I would love to do that. I mean, I would. As you get older, you're kind of like, yeah, sure. It's just How does that work though? I mean, you got to deal with like insurance and all this stuff. I mean, day jobs have their certain securities,
Yeah,
I mean, that's the thing that scares me off. I mean, there's times where I've made like in a couple months, I'm like, I could do this full time easily. But then there's something where like a month I don't play anywhere.
Right.
It's tough. And
it's a contract. It's any you're a contractor essentially.
Exactly.
And I got to tell you too, man, there's something to be said about any job that you do. You're out of your peak performance era, I mean, guys our age.
Sure.
That's a fact. It doesn't matter what we're doing.
Yep.
We're starting to be replaced by younger whippersnappers.
Yep.
They've got all the audio trickery. Hell, we're being replaced by AI.
Right? Oh yeah, the music.
They're making up. Hey, telling AI to make one.
They have actually AI like songs you can come out that actually aren't even anybody doing it, but they're actually good songs and publishing them. It's kind of scary.
It is scary.
Yeah. So you guys are looking at that's the band I'm playing in. So
I was about to say,
Mason Adams project.
So
you're not a solo act. You are in a band.
I will do. Yeah. So I do solo act stuff, and then I also play a local band here called Mason Adams Project, and I've been with them probably a couple years now. So that's primarily original music. We kind of call it hippie funk in a way. So it's certainly kind of rock oriented, but we kind of got this hippie sort of funk thing going on. We do it at the same time, and a lot of improv. So a lot of times we don't really know exactly what we're going to play. We just start in and we hope that we all kind of finish and get it done. It's sort of a journey, but that tension is what is fun. So we're not afraid to go up on stage and start doing something where
just jamming,
just keep going. Yeah. And then sometimes it falls apart, and that's part of it. And that's when we start all looking at each other like,
okay, let's wrap this up or something.
Oh shoot! Yeah.
So hold on. So you've been playing with these guys
couple years. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So I mean, the lineups changed a little bit. Mason's in the middle, so that's Mason, and then a couple of those guys have switched in and out there. It's probably just Mason and I think we're like the old school. Those guys are not playing with this anymore.
You ever play downtown McKinney?
I used to play there. I used to play at a place called Aparicio's. If you remember that, downtown, right on Virginia Street. It was a Mexican food restaurant. It was a bar on the second floor. I don't know if you guys. It was.
How long ago was that?
They probably closed down around 2012 or something. But they were around for a while. But I've played on off the square there a bunch of different times. Sometimes
you ever do the Texas Music Revolution out there?
I have done that before. Yeah, I've not done it recently, but I've done it solo before. But so. McKinney has gotten really big with music, so it'd be nice to get back out there for sure.
The challenge for aspiring musicians is you got to tour. You know what I mean? I mean, you might be able to line up 2 or 3 gigs, 2 gigs this weekend, then you got to go over to Austin, and then you got to go up to Oklahoma City, and then you got to, that's
tough.
That's tough.
And that gets into that thing about your day job, and how do you pull that off? And yeah, so we probably play couple times a month we go play shows. We practice once a week. Sometimes we have more shows. It kind of depends, and our set lists are probably 85% original and 15% covers. We do some fun cover, just kind of not your everyday covers, but Jolene by Dolly Parton, but we do it a very more kind of hard rocking way, if that makes sense. So it's a little different.
You ever play down at the Rail Yard, Frisco?
Oh yeah. So I've played down there lots and lots. Yeah. So that's a cool little spot down there.
Yeah. We I don't want to say frequent there, but we go there once in a blue moon. I think we've been more frequent in the last month, especially now. God bless the weather.
Yeah, the weather.
Oh, it's so good. The weather's so good.
It's a cool hangout. Yeah,
we were there this last Friday, right?
Yeah. Who did you go see there?
We saw the Louis Armstrong cover band.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, cool.
It was cool. They were good though. No, the guy had a kind of. It was a 4 piece, but they were missing a guy. So I'm assuming this guy that was singing wasn't actually the singer. He was just kind of picking up the slack.
Oh, it wasn't the Louis Armstrong guy.
But he sounded like he was like he did. His voice was got all down. And I was like, what in the hell's going on? Skippity doo.
That's cool.
It was the Louis Armstrong version of every cover they did.
But it was fun.
Exactly.
But we made a comment like it's like every song was catered to the guitarist because he was like, just fuck it, just play a song. I'll just play solos throughout the whole damn song. Yeah. And the guitarist was fantastic. There's something to be said about that too.
Yeah. All right, so talk about your you said you've been playing guitar for 35, 40 years. What? So you're saying you were a teenager and just said, or were you younger than that?
I was a teenager, and I lived in California. So I'm originally from San Francisco, so like Marin County area, and I actually got so many words hired to play in a band to come out here, live in Denton, Texas. They're like, wow. I was 22, and they're like, well, here's like $1,000 and here's a place to stay. And
so that was your first dream.
And that was and I knew a couple of the guys prior, and I said, from a band in California, and came down, jumped in. It was fun. We played together right there about 4 years, a band called Ed Rex. So, and it was a primary
in Denton.
In Denton. Yeah. So we
full-time gig.
All the time, yeah. And then I played, and we had times, and then we had.
What years were those?
That would have been like 95 to like 98, 99, something like that.
Oh my God! So, you played down at the Fry Street.
I played Fry Street Fair. Yeah, that place is cool.
I ran sound at the Texas Jive for 6 years, from 94 to I don't even know when.
Remember, like the Flying Tomato?
Yeah, that was right next door.
Hell yeah, like Cool Beans.
Yeah, Cool Beans.
Yeah, dude. So when you were playing up there, and you're young and excited, and the sound was like all patchy and going in and out and sucking, it was Sean. Sean was
he was the guy.
Like going, what do I do when I turn this knob? Oh shit! Oh shit!
Whatever. It was a lot of fun, man. They had a couple. I mean, a lot of those bars went through different phases, and ultimately they ended up knocking down almost all those bars. I think Louis is one of the few that are left.
I think is
Lou's. I meant to say.
Is it Rhinos? Rhinos that used to be across from Cool Beans. I think that's still there, and Cool Beans is still there too. Yep. Actually,
and they built freaking like. I don't know how tall that building is, but where the Texas Jive used to be at, that's like an apartment complex style building, where not condominium style, tall, like 8 stories.
Oh, UNT is huge.
It's a music school.
Absolutely.
So a lot of the students down there love to jam. In fact, there's a band, something kitchen, Skull Kitchen, Cool's Kitchen. They're
Snarky Puppy.
Yeah, well, they were a derivative of Snarky Puppy. So Snarky Puppy,
I've heard of that.
Soul Kitchen, that was the name of the band. So Snarky Puppy, some of the members that are in Snarky Puppy were in the Soul Kitchen. Because I remember they set up at a band out there in one of the establishments, and I didn't make it there that night. But Tim, the owner, he calls me up. He's like, "What in the fuck is going on down here? There are 18 guys up here set up, and we all have different instruments." And it was just like, it sounds like a god blessing train wreck. And I was like, I have no idea.
I love it.
It's because they had no idea what blues is, and these guys were jamming. And
they were trying to just figure it out, huh?
They produced a lot of talent because Snarky Puppy's huge. We love
absolutely.
it.
I know exactly.
They're one of I would love to go to one of their shows.
Cool. So, I mean, what do we want to?
Why don't we take it? Why don't we jump on there?
Yeah,
should I jam a tune or something?
So are you gonna solo the guitar? Are you gonna sing?
I'm gonna sing and play a couple songs of mine, and I'll just kind of maybe give you guys a backstory on those tunes before I play them, and whatever. We'll figure it out.
All right.
Super cool. All right. Well, why don't you?
I'm jumping over there.
Get yourself set up over there, and we'll. I'm sure we're short.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my pants off and get a little comfortable.
Oh,
his lube.
Is that what you?
Did you bring your lube?
Is that what you? Is that what you do when you go see a live band?
I just like get my waist a little
A little freedom.
Yeah, and then everybody around you just kind of moves away.
As it throbs.
No, I just like
to the beat.
What is going
on
here?
Yeah, you're adding a lot of adjectives right now, Jeff. I don't know exactly what kind of picture you're trying to paint here.
Well, he's the one who says he's getting naked and playing with himself.
True.
Hold on.
All right, yeah. Thankfully, he's going to preempt us here.
There you go.
All right, let's see what we got going on.
All right,
did I hear a little static on there?
We're gonna do. Are we
No.
live or is it working?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, well, so I'll hit a couple songs of my own. This one I'm gonna do here is I wrote this. Have you guys ever been to Sedona, Arizona?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I have not.
Do you know where they have those they call energy caves you go in? They're like healing caves. It's a thing out there. Either you know or you don't. I mean, it's
haven't gone. No, I've been out there. I haven't been to those.
I need to go.
In those caves.
With your walkie-talkie?
I was just with the walkie-talkie.
My walkie-talkie doesn't work for shit in this cave.
I brought a guitar with me, and this was probably back, 2000, 2001. And my wife at the time, now ex-wife, but she always loved daisies, like flower daisies. And she was going into, actually, if I remember right, I think it was a hysterectomy or something. And she wanted me to get her daisies, but I was in Arizona, and I couldn't get there for her surgery. It was a long story. It kind of happened sooner than we wanted it to. So I saw this daisy, and then I called the song Daisies in Arizona, and I wrote the words in like 5 minutes in the guitar, and it's been probably one of my staple songs I've always had. So I played it with full bands, played it solo, either way, and so I'm just going to do it just with my acoustic guitar and me. And,
all right.
Sounds good. All right.
Okay.
Let it roll.
All right, so Daisies in Arizona is what it's called.
Not Daisy from Dukes of Hazzard.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I mean, you could do it. You can, yeah, maybe, but not this one.
Yeah, don't change the words just yet.
All right. Never seems to matter where I go. Always let the same feeling grow. What a sight to see, it must be a part of me. Just daisies in Arizona, we are here for you. Thinking no one low would see them. There they are, blowing with the wind. Doesn't matter if you're far or near. Just daisies in Arizona, we are here for you. Daisies in Arizona, I'm here for you, here for you. Doesn't matter, all I want to do is hold you.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Cool little tune.
Very cool.
Yeah. So you're basically feeling like shit in that moment when you wrote that song.
I was guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a good. It always got me out of the doghouse. We'll put it that way.
There you go. Yeah, I'm sure she appreciated that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and that's something AI can't produce a song like that. You know what I'm saying?
You would think it couldn't, but I bet you it could.
Yeah, it probably can. It's getting pretty clever nowadays.
So, anyways, I can do another one if you guys want. So.
Yeah, let's do one more.
Yeah, one more.
All right. Let's see what figure one.
John wants Smoke on the Water.
Oh man.
Could you play some Madonna?
Isn't that the song everybody wants to play when they learn to play the guitar?
Smoke in the Water.
I thought it was Stairway to Heaven.
Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, that's another one. Yeah, that's another one.
It's the one they can
Yeah, you're not allowed to play
versus
that.
the one they want to play.
Yeah, it's the only one they can play.
All right, I'll do this one. So I have another one. I got so many, but this one's a cool one called Hourglass, and this song's actually about losing somebody, and it's about actually I've had quite a bit of loss, but this one has to do with my sister about 6 years ago, and she was an early COVID death, I think. So she ended up having. Well, it was flu and pneumonia, and then got really, really, just sick, sepsis, and died. And it was in November 2019, and she had my nephew and her son Harley. So that was tough. He moved in with me, and it was just kind of getting him to get over losing his mom, and then my mom is still around. She's older. She was kind of stepped in as like a mom as well for him, and. Really, the song is about healing, how time heals. So, the song's called Hourglass, and it's just kind of being a trooper, I think, would be the best way to put it. So we'll give this one a run.
Cool.
Who would have thought my time would come? Living through an hourglass moments. Never understood the need for redemption. Please carry me, my soul is numb. Carry on, carry on, carry on. Lift our feet and save us forward. Carry on, carry on, carry on. Hourglass turn, time to run. Woke up and by the end of the day our lives would change, so we never knew. Orphan boy lost his mom and way. Lost my sister, no warning can I say. Carry on, carry on, carry on. Lift our feet and save us forward. Carry on, carry on, carry on. Hourglass turn, time to run. stand by for me, who I am. Give her the world, I'll die trying. Loved you forever, our hours last time. Carry on, carry on, carry on. Lift our feet and save us for. Carry on, carry on, carry on. Hourglass turn, time to run. Oh, please, God, hold us today.
Awesome.
Hourglass.
Love it.
Very nice.
Yeah. No,
It's good stuff, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You know, I got to tell you, do the podcast. Similarly, singing is just as addicting. I mean, we love doing the podcast, but that's why when people go out to these karaoke shows and they're scared to death to get up there and do it. First of all, but once they do it, they're like, it's like a roller coaster ride. It's like, I got to get right back in line, and I'm going to do it again. And I tell you, it's addicting. Yeah. There's a special spirit that comes along with being a performer, and just to sit there and do it and to be good at it. Some of these people that do the karaoke are just kind of like, yeah,
they're horrible.
And
they get right back in line.
Oh yeah, it's like,
I think it's about, like, for me, I mean, we talked about a little bit about music and making a living and different things. I mean, for me, if I can go into like a place and I can change the mood of the place to kind of be like vibing with me, and I can change, like, if people actually will remember something I did or something, and sometimes I get people come up with me that'll mention like a song like that, and they'll come up and be like, man, I remember that song Hourglass. I don't really remember them, but I mean, I remember the night, and I remember what, and so if you can change the perception of what some people may be, good or bad, but you're doing the right things and just making it musical for them. To me, that's what music's about. I mean, it's just.
Just being able to impact the emotions of others.
Something. Yeah, just
period.
Just do something. Yeah, I think that's what if you can come in, then it's hard because I'm a feel player. Like, I come into places, I feel the audience. If they want me there, if they don't want me there, I feel, and it affects how I play. You know, like if I've got a good vibe, so you guys are being cool, so I'm in. But sometimes I'll hold back because I'm like, shoot, and I'm just counting the time. I'm like, I gotta get out of here.
Is it kind of like Blues Brothers where they start throwing shit at you?
Yeah, I've had.
There's like chicken wire in front of you.
I've had some moments.
Is that Blues Brothers?
Blues Brothers, yeah.
It was Road Rage. What was the other one?
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. Yeah.
Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
So
I mean, what was funny about Blues Brothers though is at first they were super pissed off because they were playing blues and they were in a country bar and they're throwing shit at them with the chicken wire.
Rawhide. They kept singing Rawhide.
But as soon as they started singing Rawhide, then they started throwing shit at them again. They
they were excited though.
Yes, so it didn't matter what they did; they threw shit at them. It was so funny. I love that scene.
That was a great movie.
It was a great movie. All right, so this is my own ignorance, but you've got all this equipment on the floor here, and I know it's for you to be
using any of it really, but
you're not. Yeah, you're not at the moment. But I know, Chuck and I were at Roller Town,
right?
And I've played there too several times.
Roller
Town, Salina. I've been to Salina, not the one in. Yeah, I know. There's
a new one.
I know there's
new one in Frisco. Yeah. So anyway, this guy had the same kind of setup, and he would like start his riff with his guitar, and he would record it,
loop it.
Right, and he'd loop it. That's exactly what Chuck was saying. He would loop it, and then he'd start something else, and he'd loop it, and then he'd start singing, and all that shit would be going on.
Oh, that's what Scott was showing us last night.
Yeah.
We went over to Scott Cash's house and delivered an arcade game. And he got this package.
I saw the picture.
Yeah, and he opened it up, and it's one of those looping things.
It is
and it was so exciting.
Yeah,
so
Ed Sheeran does that a lot. When you see him performing, he'll have one of those big old things down at the bottom.
Who does that?
Ed Sheeran.
Oh yeah.
And he'll do that. He'll basically be his whole band.
Yeah, you can be a one-man band. I mean, hell, you can even do that with any equipment.
Right.
Like you could start the drums.
Yep.
And then record it and loop it. And then you got drums going the whole time.
Yep.
I mean, there's amazing things that you can do there. So anyway, it's fascinating. Well, thank you, sir. That was a treat.
Yeah, and it's a first. It's Dudes Like Us podcast first for
a total first.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad you guys listened to that, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it was great. All right. Well, cool. All
So
right.
check out the band though. So MasonAdamsProject.com. I have to plug us. So
Yeah.
MasonAdamsProject.com.
Do you have any
Yeah.
planned gigs here?
Yeah, we
locally?
do. There. If you go to that site, you'll see some. I think we're playing. I want to say it's November 22nd. I think we're playing at the Sweetwater Grill. We got a couple different things coming up. I'm spacing out on where that is. I should know better than that.
Playing the Barley House on December 20th.
There, yeah. So there's different things going on. Yeah. So
So do you have difficulty? Not difficulty, but when you're trying to book places to play. I mean, are you like a staple at some of these places to where they're like, oh man, come on, and you always welcome when they have an open date to play there, or do you have to you have somebody in your group that like has to sell it and like push it and promote you and
we have to push. So Mason is extremely talented on all these little things you see here. This is all Mason stuff. So he's really strong
The
with the
social media
marketing
part of it.
side. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's where I kind of suck. I'm more like I'll get out and play and I'll post stuff, but I don't get he's got a lot of time into this and it's impressive. And so that's the next gig. It's in Union Valley, so Sweetwater Grill, and I think we have a canned food drive going on that Mason paired us up with. So it should be a really cool event. The weather should be good. So, but Union Valley, Texas is it's out a little ways.
It's out there. It's out there by Royce City.
Yeah, It's actually is Royce City. I
Royce
think.
City.
Yeah, some reason I think Union Valley is like a small little patch, but I know it is Royce
It's
City.
out there east of Mesquite.
East of
a ways.
Mesquite. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably about an
East of
hour,
Forney.
20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Well,
Yeah,
that's super cool. Have you played there before?
yeah, we did. We played there last year, and it went really well. And I know the venue liked us, and I know the people liked us, but I think they had some sort of like, I don't know, softball tournament going on that was like a really big deal out there. So not a lot of people were hanging out. Something weird happened.
Was it
I don't
sand
know.
volleyball?
No, I wish.
Oh,
it was.
softball,
We would have got
softball.
Yeah,
Okay.
softball. Yeah,
My mind
it was
went automatically
something
to the
Yeah.
Olympics.
The women's Olympic team.
Yes.
You
It
see
was-
the new rules? They're going to be nude this time.
Oh.
Well, their outfits are going to be painted on.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
there
that's
you
great.
go. I remember. Yeah, there you go. And it's like an outdoor venue, but it's MasonAdamsProject.com, and man, we got a lot of different things coming up.
Do they
So
have a dance floor out there? Or is that
yep,
just kinda,
they got that too. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that looks cool.
It's kick ass out there. Yeah, it's
It's very
nice.
similar to the rail yard. Yeah.
It is. It's probably a little bigger than the rail yard, but it's
Sure.
a similar idea. Yeah.
So one of my coworkers lives in Rockwall. So I'll be sure to, and this is his gig.
Hang Time. You ever been to Hang Time in Rockwall? I used to play there. It's a
I
pretty,
haven't,
yeah.
but I'm sure he has. So anyway, I
Yeah.
want to tell him about this because this is down the road. Right?
It is.
Mason
from Rockwall.
Adams Band. Mason Adams Project.
Yes,
Mason Adams Project. What is the other project?
he
Alan
does.
Parsons.
Alan Parsons.
Yeah, it's probably done on different things. Yeah, and there's like he's got 3 or 4, I think, CDs. I mean, if you go to any of the socials with music, I think you'll find a bunch of different songs on there. So it's the site will take you to wherever, but yeah, you can go any of the social platforms will have his music. So it's cool.
Right,
It's fun playing with him for sure.
All right, so how do you know Chuck?
So I met Chuck because our kids played baseball together, and I was a coach, and then I kind of talked him into being a coach too.
Did you coach? Did you coach soccer
the
at one
same thing
time?
with
I
So
did coach soccer at one time, but this was a baseball thing. So, what did we have? We had, was it the Royals, and then did we have the Marlins? Yeah, we had a couple teams, but I know the Royals
I think
for
it was
sure.
just Royals.
Yeah, you
and
came
then
with the
we
Royals.
took it kind of private and tournament.
Yeah, yeah. And we actually, it was kind of funny. We handpicked some of these kids, and we had like this city team, which all we really were. We were playing tournaments, and we were beating these like big tournament teams that were spending $2,500 to be on the team. Ours cost $90.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And we were
they're
like
full travel team.
oh yeah. They all
select everything.
all
They got a
color-
bus.
and we're beating them. I mean, like more than a few times. Like the parents were coming up, and I heard them getting mad. We didn't pay $2,500 to get ass kicked by a city team. It's like hell yeah.
You said this was baseball?
It's baseball. Yeah.
It's
awesome.
just before high school, right?
Yeah, it was like U12.
Yeah.
U13.
So like the Bad News Bears. Is that what that name was? It Bad News
They
Bears?
were
Bad News Bears.
with baseball,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was baseball.
All right, so did you ever struggle with, Chuck storming out on the field field, and you had to hold him back from the umpire, and he's kicking dirt, and like his anger management problem.
It's probably more me. I mean, I'm
anger management problems. It was not on my end.
What did we have that guy? Didn't I have to kick that guy off the team or out of the game? We'll leave his name out of it. He was very special. Way too, one of those guys that like his kids are the best kids ever to play.
Isn't it crazy how many
everybody
of us adult men just act like and women. I should say women.
Yeah.
My wife's no better. She's probably worse than I am. And we just act like total imbeciles at these like youth games.
You're like reliving your youth.
I don't know what it is. It's just weird.
It's tough. But now my nephew, he's like on a U10, U11 team. I'm not coaching, but I'm just there as a spectator. And I see guys get thrown out, like coaches getting thrown out. I mean, it's just, and the kids are sitting there. They don't know what's going on.
This is baseball, right?
Yeah.
They're like,
to me, it seems kind of strange for baseball to be getting all excited like that. Now, soccer, I can understand because there's a lot of physical contact, and there's a lot of these. Some of these girls are the kids are a little shitheads. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah.
I'm embarrassed to even say this, but yes, it doesn't matter what the sport is. Parents can act like imbeciles because we've seen it all. We've seen football, basketball, soccer, baseball, but the one that my wife and I had to like basically omit ourselves from is dodgeball.
Ooh.
Dodgeball.
Yes, it's stupid. It's totally stupid. We went to a field house where they had a dodgeball tournament, okay? And it was supposed to be just, stupid. But we decided to go out there and watch our boys play, and it was fun and stuff. The problem is kids cheat, right?
That's crazy. Yeah.
They get hit.
Yeah.
They get hit, and then they won't leave the court. And you're like, it's hard not to be like, whoa.
Yeah, because the game's going on.
He looks around, and we made complete asses of ourselves. We had to.
Is that you?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
My son played on your soccer team.
That is
way.
a long time. Look at you. That's a pretty good little. That's a good thing. Where'd that go?
That's crazy.
That was 2007.
You have a picture of him coaching your son.
Yes.
Wow.
You have the same phone as 2007?
No, the pictures.
Dude, that's amazing. Okay, there you go. We can always be tracked what we've done.
Oh,
you?
no kidding.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. That's
The Rangers, right?
Rangers. Yeah, dude. There you go. That's classic. Yeah, that's actually soccer.
Yeah, that's why I asked. I was like, soccer. I was like, all right,
but soccer
I'm putting
for
things
sure.
together here.
And then, that would have been Frisco. But then it kind of moved to, I followed my son. Yeah, I followed kind of his path. So he started with soccer and then went to baseball. So I just kind of followed along.
Well, I'm amazed you don't remember this father.
Yes.
Because he was
I was one
maniac.
out there. Yeah,
he probably kicked me out the game or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
No. Yeah, my youngest son played on your team that year.
That's so crazy. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So do you guys
now he's 24, so.
Do you guys miss it at all? I'm not sure I miss youth sports all that much.
I don't.
I'm appreciating the break between now and when grandkids come along, and I'll start watching them then.
It was all consuming. Every weekend was consumed for
Friday,
decade and a half.
Yeah, Friday
Every
through
weekend.
Sunday. Tournament teams are even
Tournaments,
worse. I mean,
awful.
It's and if you're a low seed, you have to play earlier in the day.
Yeah.
So like and you're just wore out, man.
It's tough getting drunk for those early games.
Oh,
There you go.
You almost got to stay liquid the whole
I
week.
didn't. I mean, I had some things in my Gatorade bottle, back then. So
Oh, dude,
yeah,
all the women at the FFL games had their tumblers with.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, they totally did.
With
They
their
told
vodkas
us.
and
They had
stuff.
vodka cranberries all in their big tumblers.
Oh yeah,
all the moms.
it's for reals. Yeah,
They get all snooty with me when I went out to the car and I had a little cooler of beer, and they were like, "Oh, look at him, he's drinking beer," and I'm like, "Pfft."
If I put it in the cooler, if I put it in a big mug, it's okay then?
Yeah, pour it in a tumbler. Nobody knows the difference, right?
Lucky I wasn't drinking bourbon back then. I'd been shit faced.
there you go.
Did you pull out your box of red wine?
I think I was doing red wine back then.
Jordan was so nice. His kid got hurt, and he still kept coaching. Even
I-
next
Wow.
year.
I did.
His
Did.
kid retired.
Yeah, he ended up kind of an elbow sort of tendonitis in his elbow, so he really couldn't and he was a catcher, so he couldn't really throw or whether it was hurting him. So I just kept going with it. I mean, he was technically going to come back, and then he just couldn't. And
Did
so
he have Tommy John surgery?
he did not, but that was next. So that's the problem. That was what it would have led to if he kept throwing. That's what we tried to avoid. So so I kept going, but Chuck is right. It was definitely a labor of love and a lot of drama on those teams. They were good. It was a good team, but We had some divas, and I'm not talking the parents, the kids.
Kids.
Oh man. Oh man.
Well, and they all have the dream to like make the show, and like 1 out of 50,000 even make it to some level of college.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Shoot, my the president of the West in my office, in my God bless it, my company, his son was on the Little League's
World Series.
Oh wow.
And they won.
Oh wow.
And he
That's
was a
cool.
coach.
That's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
And that is, and I was kind of like, are you kidding me? Because he was kind of like, he wasn't available for a while. Like, where's Andy at? I just said his name, but where's Andy at?
Right.
I think that's cool as hell, man.
It is. Now, is that the one where they play like, they'll play a Japanese team?
Japanese. Well, it's World, right? So, yeah.
So it really is World.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
A true World Series.
All right. Well, you know what? We're doing a little sampling of the whiskeys, and it's Jeff and I and Chuck will weigh in on this one. But we picked up a bottle of. We pulled this one out of the roster there, the Clyde Mays 94 proof straight rye whiskey.
It's aged 3 years.
I think the bottle says 4.
It's not. Oh, does it?
Yeah, this one's 4.
Okay, 4 years. That's
4
like
years
3's
old,
not
yep.
super long. But I know we were big into Clyde Mays several years ago,
and for good reason.
And it's good, and it's actually this is good. We haven't touched it in probably 3 years.
We haven't because we're snobs. So for those listeners out there, and for yourself, Jordan, we fell into a rut. I'm going to call it a rut of just being kind of snobby and always gravitating towards super strong whiskeys, which is great.
Yeah, I get it.
But at the same time, we've got a whole treasure chest of other whiskeys that we're just sitting up there getting old. So we kind of made a business decision and said, you know what? These podcasts, because we have the first half and second half on Tuesday nights when we record, we're going to go ahead and start with the lower proof one on the first half and then dive in for the higher proof one on the second. I'm super excited about this one. This rye whiskey, first of all, we didn't like rye back then. We were kind of gravitating towards the wheat stuff and the regular bourbon and the rye, but this one.
Well, I think we had a preconceived notion that rye would be all peppery and
super
harsh.
spicy and harsh.
Yeah,
harsh was the word, I think.
Yeah, this one is beautiful.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, I'm really enjoying this. It's sweet. It's got a very, very stone fruit. I'll get it out. It's got a stone fruit sweetness to it, like apricot, peach. It's.
There's a lot of. I pick up a lot of tobacco on it as well. When that first pull, I was like, wow, that's like chewing on tobacco almost. It was that strong for me. It's not so much now. But those first 1 or 2 pulls was very heavy in the tobacco.
Well, this is very approachable, very crushable.
Yeah.
You can stick a straw in it, and for 94 proof and affordable.
Have you ever gone on a hike and tasted the honeysuckles?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I am getting honeysuckle off of this.
Interesting.
Kind of a little floral honey taste to it.
Yeah, vanilla.
I could pick up the
Now,
honeys.
what is that bought? Like, what is that? The average price of that?
$40,
Shit,
$45.
That's not
I think you
bad.
said 45.
Oh shoot.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I missed that. Okay.
Yeah, that's
It's
very doable.
It is doable, and the process in which we were buying our stuff was we were buying $20, $30, $40, $50 bottles until we got smarter and decided we were going to split the cost of what we're purchasing instead of all just buying separate bottles, because we built up our inventory really quick.
Oh yeah, really fast.
Buying 3 bottles a week, that was a lot. But
Yeah, but we also had the impression that, now there's all these $60, $70, $80 plus, and they've got to be better. And, we can't afford to be burning $80 every time we go.
And I don't know that they're always that much better
They're
either.
not.
They're not.
They are.
Money does not equate to quality.
That is a
It's-
true statement.
And we have, sometimes it does for sure. But moreover, like some of these some of the no-name brands out there, I don't want to throw stones at any specific person, but or a company out there, but just because they cost more and they've got a name brand behind them does not push them to the finish line. There are some heavy hitters that you would never expect. Benchmark Full Proof. that fucks all day long.
Oh yeah,
You
old
know?
Granddad 114.
$25. Old
Yeah,
Granddad.
there's not a lot of higher proof ones in that price point, though, for the most part, right? I mean, $30, $40, $50 ones, you're not going to find a lot of high proof.
Full
stuff.
proof is 125.
Yeah. There's not a lot of them, though. is
Not
what
a
I'm
lot.
saying.
No.
There's
I think
not a
the
lot.
people that are proud of their higher proof bourbons are going to push that up into 70.
Well, the
plus,
Benchmark
right?
Full Proof. First of all, it's a subsidiary of Buffalo Trace Distilleries. So they're in that same mash bill. Yeah, they're just located at a different part of the warehouse.
Right.
It's crazy, the Rick House.
What about $500 bottles of whiskey?
Oh,
That's
we-
out there, right?
No,
I
on
mean,
the
that's
secondary-
a thing.
On the secondary, you can get $400, or $500,
That's
$1,000,
crazy.
$2,000, $3,000 for
it's-
some of these
it's endless.
pappies.
I won't personally subscribe to that.
Yeah,
Now,
like Pappy's or something like that, and it's just out of our price range and not
It's
not
nuts.
interesting.
and that's a name brand also that I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't kick it out of bed if someone wants to, provide our podcast for some sampling and to review it. Yeah, by all
There you
means, bring it on.
Yeah.
But I am not going to drop $1,000
No.
on a bottle, even split between us. I think that I'm pretty fortunate by getting some of these some of the complimentary bottles that we bring in here. But shit, we got the Cowboy from Garrison Brothers.
Cowboy.
That is a extremely meaty, chunky,
It's incredible.
hazmat, and it's terrific. And I can't wait. We'll wait for Paul to. Oh,
It should be coming out again.
Whatever.
Shouldn't the we had the 10-year? Shouldn't the 11-year come out pretty soon?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think so.
Yeah.
well, I
I'll
think
see if
we're
I
on a
have any more.
spending freeze for a while.
Well, I'll tell you what.
It's only
so,
$250. It's okay.
Oh.
so my coworker was sharing a picture with me today. She has her,
Oh, go
her
on.
brother-in-law, whatever. Her brother-in-law is in town. No, and he wanted to pick up some really nice bourbon, so he went on an allocated run, and then he told her, hit as many scores as you can. I'm looking for this and this and this, the allocated stuff, and whatever it is, buy it. And so he had 8 bottles. One of them was the Rio Cancer one. Not
What?
Rio.
Penelope.
Cancer one.
Penelope.
Yeah, fuck cancer.
Penelope.
Cancer.
The fuck cancer.
It-
Yeah, it's fuck cancer.
says fuck cancer on it.
Penelope.
Penelope, yeah.
Yeah, we sampled that last night.
Yeah, we did. Anyway, and he had, he had he had an 18-year,
It was good, by the way.
he had an 18-year, I'm drawing a blank, the square bottle,
Knob Creek.
Knob Creek, thank you. 18-year Knob Creek. I mean, and I was like, holy shit.
Fucking Rain Man.
I was like, yeah, no shit. I was looking at all those bottles, and I'm like, that's probably $1,500. Easy.
Oh yeah.
What he had
Easy.
spread out on that table that he had just bought for this, for this weekend. that
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm like, kudos
good for him that he could do
kudos
it.
to
Yeah,
him to drop
I
that kind of
mean-
money, but I'm just like, oh God, why?
What about
Yeah.
apple and flavored whiskeys? What do you
Flavored
guys think?
whiskeys?
Are you guys into that or no?
It's got to be the right setting, the flavored
Yeah.
whiskey,
Okay.
and
I
if
don't
you
go
want
to those
something-
bars.
If you want something sweet or something like that, if you want to, if you're looking for something sweet,
Well, and it's great for I make a mean mule with apple whiskey.
So you'll do an apple whiskey that way? Okay, I get it.
in a
I get
mule,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Mixed with ginger beer, mixed
Sure.
with a splash of splash of Sprite with some lime. I mean, it's a fantastic.
They're
mixer.
just not as strong though. I think
No,
isn't
they're
that,
not.
isn't that you
they're
kind of kills the
usually
power.
lower proof.
Yeah.
70,
and-
usually 70.
But they're high in sugar.
Yeah.
Tons.
And
Yep.
that's the part that
Tons of sugar.
we're already us being at the place in our lives and our age, we're already pushing the envelope with what we're already drinking. So
Sure.
we're really trying to trim the fat as much as we can, and we're doing it. We're fairly, I mean, as far as cutting out the Cokes, I mean, no longer Jack and Cokes. I mean, especially on special occasions.
It's a lot of sugar, man. Yeah,
tons.
No, oh
Hell,
yeah,
we were
tons.
going
Yeah.
to what's it called, the Revel, and
well, yeah, getting old fashions, get like
man.
5 of them.
oh god, by the end of the night it was just toxic, and you could pound them, and so you're like, oh, give me a double Jack and Coke. Oh, I got an idea. Why don't we sneak in a few small little minis, and that'll save us some money? No, then we get twice as fucked up.
Right.
And-
Yet buying more.
Man,
Yeah.
buying more.
Yeah, we still bought the same amount. We just had the extras.
all right, let's go ahead and rate this really quick for the second time around. That kind of was abrupt. That's fine. Whatever. It is what it is.
Drop the bomb in there.
Yeah, well, let's see. The dude's like a second half. We're gonna rate this. First half. We're gonna rate this for the Clyde Mays Rye. Fuck, man, I'm gonna give it a 6.5, 6.8.
Yeah, because this is right in the range of this is a rye. The Michter's 10 was 95, so that's not even close to that. But yeah, probably a 6.5 on this. I'd give that.
And we have always been impressed with all the Clyde mates. I don't think we've been upset with any of them.
No,
it's a solid brand, solid family.
$40 too. That's a good price.
Chuck, for the record, what say you? What's your rating?
I gave it a 7. I like it.
Yeah,
nice.
There you go.
Very nice.
Yep. I'd have this on my shelf. It's a nice sipping one. It's nice, relaxing. If you want to get hammered, for sure. It's always good to have some of that. I'm starting to appreciate, kind of going dialing it back a little bit on some of the lower proof stuff. I am.
Why not?
I know, right?
It's enjoyable.
Well, it's because, when I fill my Glencairn up, when I've had a rough night, dude, I will, before I went to your house, dude, I filled it up that much.
Yeah.
And then consumed it before I went over to your house. That's why when I walked over there, I was like, hey, Paul, what's going on, buddy?
Hey.
Eyes are all crossed. But I was ready to go. I had a fun night that night. All right, well, guys got anything?
Yeah, that was a great first half. I mean,
Jordan, you stick around for the second half?
I'll stick around. I appreciate you guys having me. Thank you.
Yeah, no, we
stuff.
really appreciated you playing for us.
I got more stuff. And we got other things we can get into if you want. So,
Yeah, let's definitely
sure.
do it.
Yeah.
Second half.
All right, first half of the Dudes Like Us podcast. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram, Dudes Like Us _podcast. It's November 11th. Thanks, Chuck, for being on top of stuff. Dudes Like Us. I'm Sean.
I'm Paul.
I am Jeff.
Jordan.
Yes. Jordan with Mason Adams.
MasonAdamsProject.com, man. You gotta hit that .com in there. Yeah.